Welcome back to Momentum Academy. In this lesson, we're going to build the Hero section of our professional landing page. If you've opened up the Figma file, you'll see this section is labelled Hero. It's called the Hero because it's the very first thing people see when the page loads. It sits above the fold and sets the tone for the whole site. Now, if we look closely in Figma, you'll see the structure we need to recreate. There's an outer group and an inner group. Inside that inner group, we've got two halves. The padding on the left and right is the same as what we had in the header, 156 pixels, and we have a top and bottom padding of 64. On the right, there's going to be an image when we move into high fidelity. On the left, we've got our text, a big heading, a subheading underneath, and then the call to action buttons. So let's start putting that together in Bubble. Add a new group underneath the header and call it Group Hero. For now, we'll just add a minimum height so it takes up more space on our page. Let's make that a bit bigger to 400 pixels. I like to give it a temporary background colour just so we can see what's happening. Inside Group Hero, add another group and call this one Group Container. Again, give it a background colour so you can see it. Let's also give it a minimum height of 400. Now let's go back to Group Hero and add the padding. Select the Layout tab in the Property Editor and scroll down to Padding. Top and bottom 64, left and right 156. You can see that the padding is doing its job and pushing the group container into the space we want it to occupy. Inside Group Container, we need to add two more groups. This first one we will name Group Left. Give it a background colour to make it easier to visualise. Add another and name it Group Right. Give it a background colour too. Right now, these groups are stacking one on top of the other because the container is still a column. So switch Group Container to a row layout and they'll pop side by side. For Group Right, we've got some specific dimensions in Figma, 552 by 600. So set that as a fixed width of 552 and fixed height of 600. In the Appearance tab, add a border rounding of 16 to match our Figma design. Now let's work on Group Left. This is where the text goes. Add a text element for the heading. If yours drops outside of the container like mine, just drag it into Group Left. add another text element below for the subheading. Let's check the Figma settings for the heading. The font is Inter, weight 700, size 56, with a line height of 68. We want to copy this heading text here. You can copy the text by clicking this clipboard icon here. In the editor, paste this into your first text and now add the font settings. Detach the style and check your font is Inter. Change the weight to 700. The size is 56. And the line spacing is 1.2, that's 68 divided by 56. To change the colour, just click on this dark grey in Figma to copy it and paste it into the text font colour. The subheading is similar. Font is Inter, weight 600, size 24, line height 32. Copy the text first and paste it in the second text for your subheading. Detach the style and check your font is Inter. Change the weight to 600 semi-bold. The size is 24. And the line spacing is 1.3. Copy this dark grey again from Figma and paste it into the text font colour. Let's clean up the colours so it looks closer to Figma. Remove the temporary background colours from Hero and Container. Let's also remove it from Group Left. Let's check the Hero's background colour in Figma. Copy this shade number FE. Set the background style back to a flat colour and paste the colour in here. Leave the colour on Group Right for now so we can see it. Inside Group Left, we need to match spacing. The heading and subheading should be 24 pixels apart. To achieve that, select the heading and subheading together, right-click and group them in a column container. Add a spacing gap with a gap of 24. Call this new group Group Text. Select the group container. In Figma, there's a spacing of 24 between the left and right sections. So add a gap and set the column gap to 24 to group container. Now we still need to add our buttons, but first add a spacing gap on our group left of 48, so there will be 48 pixels between the text and the buttons. OK, let's add the buttons. Drag in a button underneath the text. If yours landed in group text like mine, just drag it out and place it above group text in the Elements tree. Then, in the Property Editor in the Layout tab, select next to position it correctly. This first button is Learn More, so update the label in the Appearance tab to say Learn More. Then copy and paste it to create a second button and change its label to Contact Us. Right now they're stacked in a column, which isn't what we want. So select them both, right-click, and group them into a row. Call this Group Buttons. Then set the column gap between them to 24. Preview again. Now we have a problem as my screen is wider than 1440 and it is causing the content to stretch beyond the 1128 we are aiming for. Let's go and set a maximum width of 1128 on our group container. We can remove this minimum height now. Preview again. Now we have all the content aligned to the left, so let's go and center align our group header and group hero. Select group header and for container alignment choose center. For our group hero we need to make it a row first and then for the container alignment choose center. Our text is aligning to the top of the group left but we want it to be in the center, so select group left and for the vertical alignment choose center. Let's style the buttons to match Figma. The first one, Learn More, should be this purple colour, so copy this colour number 2, A1780. On the button, paste the colour in for the background. The second button, Contact Us, has an off-white background, purple text and a 1 pixel purple border. So copy the background colour number F9F9F9 and paste that in for the second button colour. We also want to change the font colour to the purple, so I will just copy that again from Figma. And paste that in here for the font colour. We also need to add a solid border of 1 pixel with this roundness of 4 and set the colour with the same purple hash to A1780. Preview again. We now have our content aligned in the centre and contained. Our hero text is centred vertically and we have the colour in our buttons. But you might notice something. The shadow under the header is gone and the header looks flat. That's because the header isn't floating. Let's fix that. Go back to the editor. Right-click on Group Header and select Replace Element Type. From the drop-down, select Floating Group, Replace. Preview again and now the shadow is back. There's one last thing we need to fix. When we added the floating header, it overlapped the top padding of the hero. The hero had 64 pixels at the top, but the header is sitting on top of it. To compensate, increase the top padding of Group Hero. Set the top padding to 128. Preview one more time. Now we've got a floating header with its shadow and a hero section matching the Figma design. In the next lesson, we'll move on to building the feature cards.